Hi, and welcome back to X's and O's with Dan Orlovksy, once again brought to you by Xfinity. And Dan Orlovsky, the Detroit Lions coming off a bye week, and I wonder, through your experience in the National Football League, 12 years of it, is there a good time to come off a bye? And the Detroit Lions are in the race. Does that help them to get energized for that Monday night game against the Green Bay Packers?
Well, it helps keep your focus a little bit. I mean, you just came off a game where you played a really good football team and played them well, and now you've got another really good football team coming into your building, and you're a good football team. So it allows you to keep focus through that bye week. Listen, everyone's got to be fired up for Monday night, man. Like, I am excited to watch this football game.
Well, and the Green Bay Packers obviously coming off a terrific game, a 34-24 win at Dallas, but it wasn't that close. It's 31-3. Two Aarons to contend with, though, now. One, the running back, Aaron Jones, and then, of course, Aaron Rodgers, who you've talked about forever. How much does the addition of the running back change things for the Packers and for the Detroit Lions?
Well, big time. You know, this gives this offense an identity to run their plays through other than just their quarterback. And that's a big thing that's become a part of this offense is Matt LaFleur, their play caller, has realized that.
Well, Aaron Jones had a 100-yard rushing game, and he also caught 7 passes for 70-plus yards. Dan, let's go to the X's and O's right now, and we start in the first quarter, 2nd and 10 at the 29. Here's a short pass to Aaron Jones. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's. Tell us what you see.
Well, the reason this is important is because Matt Patricia, as their Lions head coach, is really good at figuring out what the other team does well or wants to do and attacking it. Well, Matt LaFleur for the Packers is the same kind of guy. He realizes, okay, the Cowboys are a fast, aggressive defense. Let's screen them. So the Lions have to understand what they're good at defensively. They have to do some self-scouting. We're really good at shutting down the run, playing coverage and whatnot. So Matt LaFleur will use Aaron Jones to attack what you're good at defensively. And this is a little different, Mike. The Packers play with two backs, a fullback and a tailback. We don't see that a lot in the NFL anymore, and you can still throw the ball, and especially in the screen game with two backs. So the Lions need to be paying attention to two backs on the football field. Where's 33? How are we going to be attacked when we line up against 21 personnel, two backs, one tight end? How are we going to be attacked by Matt LaFleur in this offense?
Well, that was 2nd and 10 at the 29, 11 yards for a first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 at the 18. Break it down. A run up the middle by Aaron Jones for a touchdown. Tell us what you see.
Well, big thing is that, you know, now that Matt LaFleur has come over, you see some different formations. So the Packers in a bunch formation, but what's a little bit different is the running back Aaron Jones is to that same side. That's called 4 strong. So it stresses you to the field, and you're going to see numbers for the Cowboys to the field to respect that bunch, and that really leaves just 6 guys able to play in the box. You're going to leave one guy on the line of scrimmage unblocked, number 51, Kerry Hyder. Rodgers holds him with a hesitation after the handoff or a fake out to the handoff, and you get 5-on-5 blockers. But it starts because of that 4 strong look to the field. So some different formation variants by this Packers offense, and really they do that to help their run game. And so the Lions need to make sure that they are gap sound and just lining up sound to make sure some creases aren't there or numbers disadvantages aren't there in their run game.
Well, that touchdown makes it 7-0, but the runaway starts really now. It's later in the first quarter. And, you know, Aaron Rodgers hasn't gone to the tight end quite as much as he used to, but he's there when he needs him. It's 1st and 10 at their own 11 coming out. Long pass down the right sideline to Jimmy Graham. Give us the X's and O's. Tell us what you see.
Well, you know, ever since that Matt LaFleur has come over to the Packers, the conversation is, okay, run game and play action and maybe not as much improvisation that we've seen from 12 for so many years. It's still there, and it happens whenever it can. And so the Lions, again, have to be stressed like they have historically against 12 of when he breaks the pocket, it is not go attack the quarterback. It is stay on your guy and continue to stretch this play out to allow some other rushers to get home. Jimmy Graham has not been the guy that he's gone to in rhythm. Jimmy Graham has been the guy that he's gone to when the play breaks down. I think it's because he loves his size. So especially when he breaks that pocket, whoever is covering Jimmy Graham, whether it's in man or responsible for the zone that he's in, they got to play sticky coverage because Rodgers looks to him when he breaks the pocket.
Well, that's the first play in an 89-yard touchdown drive that makes it 14-0. Let's move along to the third quarter. And here's 3rd and 2, Geronimo Allison Not a guy who gets an awful lot of balls, but when he's there, Aaron Rodgers finds him. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's. Tell us what you see.
Okay, so obviously a high intensity moment of the football game. They put Jimmy Graham at the top of the screen by himself. He's matched with a safety. Now Aaron Rodgers knows you're playing me in man-to-man coverage. He knows that Leighton Vander Esch has the back. So he's going to be excused from that area or voided out from that area. They bring Graham on a shallow cross. And again, man coverage, they cross Geronimo Allison all the way to the other side of the field. Now, the important thing about this is the split. You see that bunch again. That makes sure that he cannot be pressed at the line of scrimmage. It gives him a free release access route off the line of scrimmage, and he's just running away from coverage. So the Lions, do you want to tell that Aaron Rodgers that you're in man-to-man coverage? And also, in these third and short situations, if you're going to play man, how do you handle the bunch? Because if you're just going to play man coverage to the bunch, you're going to get some easy releases by these receivers that they're just going to run away from your coverage. So that's something to really pay attention to if the Lions are in 3rd and 5 or less, how they're playing the different kinds of splits from the Packers receivers.
And here's another one to think about. 1st and goal at the 5, and this is a little bit different run for Aaron Jones around left end, and he waves bye-bye on the way into the end zone. Give us the X's and O's. Break it down. Tell us what you see.
Yeah, so first of all, teams like the Packers don't motion over for no reason. They bring the tight end over, but watch what it does to the second level of the defense. The safety that walks up to the line of scrimmage and the linebackers, it gets them to play hesitation football for just a second. They get stuck inside. That receiver up top cracks down on that safety, and it forces that corner to be a crack replace player and tackle on the edge, tackle on the perimeter. He just loses leverage because of bad eye discipline, and Aaron Jones has enough speed to run away from you. So that's going to be a big thing, is making sure that that lateral movement that happens from whether it's jet motion, reverses, or tight ends, that it doesn't change your keys. And then also, if you're the crack replace player as a corner, to make sure that you send that football back inside and keep it with your right leverage. This is something that was a big storyline in this football game, and I expect it to be on Monday night.
Well, that Packers get it up to 31-3 before the Cowboys make a late run to make it sort of respectable. Danny, before we wrap it up right here, the Detroit Lions, you're 2-1-1, you're in 2nd place in their division, and really in a contending position. What's the mindset going into Monday night's game?
A huge opportunity, and not because it's just Monday Night Football. Huge opportunity for you to beat a team that is a really good football team and put yourself right at the top of the division and continue some good momentum for this football team. Remember, the NFL season's quarters, right? 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter, 4th quarter. Get a really good kickoff to your 2nd quarter.
All right, Dan, that's a wrap for this week. We'll be back next week with our X's and O's with Dan Orlovsky.
Thanks, bud.